In 1900, the hottest city on this chart had an average annual temperature of 26.8 degrees Celsius. By 2100, that same city will reach 35 degrees. The human body begins to struggle with sustained outdoor activity above 35 degrees. And that threshold is now a projected reality, not a worst-case scenario. But here is what this chart actually shows. The city leading in 2100 is not the surprise. The surprise is how quickly every city on this chart is moving, and which cities, once considered temperate, are now climbing at a pace that has no historical precedent. This is the 200-year race for the world's hottest cities, and by 2100, cities in Europe will have temperatures that no European alive today would recognize. In 1900, Singapore leads at 26.8 degrees. Dubai is close behind. These are equatorial and desert cities. The heat is expected, built into every aspect of how these cities function. London is at 10 degrees. Moscow is at 4. The gap between the hottest and coolest cities on this chart is 23 degrees. Watch what happens to that gap over the next 2 centuries. Through 1920, 1940, the rankings barely move. The Industrial Revolution is pumping carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, but the full warming effect is decades away. Singapore leads. Dubai climbs. Phoenix enters the chart as American air conditioning makes desert cities viable for large populations. Then watch from 1960 onward. The warming signal becomes visible in the data. Not dramatically, not all at once, but the direction is unmistakable. Every city on this chart is moving upward, some faster than others. And the cities that are moving fastest are not the ones that started hottest. Watch Madrid, watch Cairo, watch Beijing. These are cities in continental climates, cities that experience winter, and they are warming faster than Dubai, faster than Singapore, faster than the cities that were already hot. The physics of climate change amplify warming more at higher latitudes than at the equator. The tropics are already hot. The mid-latitudes are where the change is most dramatic. By 1980, the trend is clear. By 2000, it is undeniable. Dubai passes Singapore for the first time. The Persian Gulf's combination of desert heat and rising sea temperatures creates a warming signature unlike anywhere else. In the summer of 2023, wet bulb temperatures in parts of the Gulf briefly cross the threshold at which the human body cannot cool itself, even at rest in the shade. Watch Phoenix through 2010, 2020, 2030. The American Southwest is one of the fastest warming inhabited regions on Earth. Phoenix summers are already brutal by historical standards. By 2050, Phoenix crosses 28 degrees annual average, which means summers approaching 45 to 50 degrees regularly. And now watch what no one predicted in 1900, Madrid. By 2050, Madrid's average annual temperature surpasses 20 degrees, higher than cities in North Africa just a century earlier. Southern Europe is climatically transforming. The forests of Portugal and Spain that burned in the 2010s and 2020s are an early signal of what the temperature data shows clearly. By 2075, by 2100, the chart looks nothing like 1900. Dubai leads at 35 degrees. Phoenix and Singapore are close behind. Cairo is approaching 30. And Madrid, London, Moscow, every city that once had temperate winters is now warmer than cities in the Mediterranean were in living memory. London at 14 degrees in 2100. That number sounds modest, but London in 1900 was at 10 degrees. That 4-degree rise translates to summers that broke heat records in 2022, to winters without frost, to ecosystems that have no reference point in 10,000 years of British history. The lesson of 200 years of temperature data is this: the cities that were already at the edge of livable heat are approaching the limit. And the cities that thought they were safe are now facing changes that will define the next century. Which city surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe to @rankthestats, We race the world's data every week.